Recording.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Our mission, Helping Parents Heal, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to assisting parents whose children have passed. Through support and resources offered, we aspire to help individuals become shining light parents, meaning a shift from a state of emotional heaviness to one of hopefulness and greater peace of mind. Helping Parents Heal goes a step beyond other groups by allowing the open discussion of spiritual experiences and afterlife evidence in a non-dogmatic way. Helping Parents Heal affiliate groups welcome everyone, regardless of religious or non-religious background, and encourage open dialogue. Attendance at this meeting is voluntary. We hope that participants will learn from and share with each other. Discussions here are confidential and not designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Zoom meetings run by leadership are not confidential. These meetings typically feature guest presenters and are posted on YouTube so that affiliate members worldwide can watch and benefit. Neither type of Helping Parents Heal meeting is designed to replace traditional therapy or spiritual counseling. Helping Parents Heal offers a wide variety of speakers, allowing parents to learn about many possible ways to heal. This includes presenters covering progressive topics such as afterlife evidence and connecting with our children who've passed. The views expressed by our guest speakers may or may not reflect the opinions of Helping Parents Heal leaders and members, so we ask that you take from their presentations whatever may benefit you personally. Welcome, everyone. We're so glad to have you with us tonight, and thank you, Shelly, for being here.
Yes, thank you, Shelly, for being here. I see one person who is private messaging me, so I'm copying the link to make sure that she gets in as quickly as possible. And then I'm going to go ahead and read Shelly's very, very short bio. So let me go ahead and do that. Shelly Wilson is an intuitive medium, Reiki Master, life coach, author, and inspirational speaker. Shelly has an innate ability to meet people where they are while offering a tailored approach intended to bolster their own connection to spirit. She illuminates each person's unique soul key and helps individuals reignite their spark while reminding them of the power they behold. During classes and private sessions, she creates a space for empowered transformation and provides practical, actionable tools. Her website is www.shellyrwilson.com. And again, she's such a huge part of Helping Parents Heal. We're so grateful for everything that Shelly does. And please join me and Irene as well in welcoming the beautiful Shelly Wilson. Welcome, Shelly.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth and Irene, and thank you to all of you that have chosen to be here tonight, as well as those that may be watching this video later. That is one of the wonderful things about having access to these resources. Now, tonight, I am going to be making connections, and I do, as we begin, just want to remind everyone. I shared this a few days ago, then shared it again, but just a reminder that sometimes the energy around us feels very dense. It feels very intense. Sometimes we have life experiences that are very challenging. And I do remind everyone just to do your best to be very present in the moment. Allow yourself to breathe consciously, knowing that we do breathe naturally, autonomously, but when we breathe consciously, it helps to lift and shift dense energies from our energy field. And the more that we're in that space of heart-centered energy, that space of love and grace and gratitude, it will help us to overcome those challenges and at the same time help us to be more responsive rather than reactive to situations that we have no control of. And just as a gentle reminder, those things we do have control of are our own thoughts and words and actions and emotions, our perception and our responses. And pretty much else, everything is beyond our control. So once we allow ourselves to know what we can control, That's very helpful too. So I invite everyone in this moment just to take a big deep breath. Come back to this moment in the here and now. I've been very blessed to be a provider for helping parents heal for several years now. And when I work, I like to see who comes through. I know I've made some connections for a few of you before. And if your loved one is familiar to me, I will absolutely acknowledge that as it comes in. Also, keep in mind that everything will come through as a thought, a word, a feeling, an impression. And I do encourage you to post in the chat when you're understanding it. That way, we'll get to you to deliver that message. Now, close to the end of our time together today, if you've got some questions that you would like to ask, please do. You may be guided to begin posting them or maybe wait till closer to the end. That way, Elizabeth doesn't have to scroll back and try to find them. And at the very end, I'm going to guide everyone through a chakra clearing balancing exercise just to help you feel shinier and feel more relaxed at the same time. Okay. So, as we're getting started here this evening, I do have a younger male that is coming through very prominently. And when I say younger, this time I mean probably late teens, early 20s. And he's showing me the actor Tobey Maguire. And I know some people say, I don't really know who that is. Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man that we may remember, not the Andrew Garfield, the one before that. And I'm sure that Toby was in other movies, but this young man is showing me him, I feel, as a resemblance because he looks like him. I feel like he may be a little bit shorter in stature. I want to say like 5'5" is the number coming in. And as I said, I do feel late teens, early 20s. When I feel his energy too, I just get this athleticism about him. And I do feel perhaps he was a gymnast as well. As I said, I was seeing Spider-Man, and it could be because he liked the movies, or maybe he was able to climb like that as well. So I do feel with his passing that it was unexpected. I do get a sense there may have been some health challenges, but it feels like there's something else involved. Or if it was health, it was, as I said, very quick from diagnosis to transition. So as I'm describing this male that seems very excited to come in because he's the first one here, can anyone understand who this may be to you?
So no one's posting yet, but again, sometimes this is for someone after the meeting.
Absolutely. I think at least one person happens every time. I see Lisa Capone raised her hand.
Lisa, could you type in the chat? And also, Shelly, my favorite Tobey Maguire movie is Seabiscuit.
Seabiscuit, yes, thank you
Yes.
for reminding me of that. So, as I said, I know some of us are familiar with different actors, and the name came in very quickly. But as we know, Toby's got a physical appearance that I don't want to say is unique, but once you know who he is, then you can correlate that too.
So let's see. Jen is saying there are some of these qualities that I resonate with, but not all of them. Okay. And I don't know, Lisa, she's saying my son loved Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire growing up.
It passed
Oh.
unexpectedly.
That's unexpectedly.
Okay. So let's go to Lisa first, only because as soon as I read that,
But she's
and she said she doesn't feel like he looked like Toby, that's okay, because if he did like the actor, that's why he's showing me this. So
Okay.
let's,
I asked her to unmute. Hi, Lisa.
great. Hi,
Hi.
Lisa. Good. So with your son, I know you said that it didn't match the description, but you definitely can understand that he liked that actor and like Spider-Man.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
does age range make sense with him also, late teens or early 20s?
Early 20s.
Okay. And can you understand maybe the height as well, or the athleticism, something
He
like that too?
he did a lot of hiking. He liked working out. My son was a little taller than 5'5", but
Okay.
fives do resonate because he was born
Okay.
in May.
Okay. And that could be, he's trying to get my attention with the fives for
Yeah,
that reason. Now, can you just tell me your son's first name, please?
Robert.
Robert, okay. As I'm tuning in, can you understand too with Robert? I know you said passing unexpected. Can you understand when I said I'm not quite sure if it was a health related or if it was very quick?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Can you understand too something that he either was stressed, worried a lot, or maybe there was something that affected his head too? Because I feel some pressure in that area.
Yeah. He was very anxious and stressed out. He did have an accident
Okay.
where he did bang his head, but I don't think um it was something else that happened prior to his
Okay.
passing
Okay.
with another
Um,
area.
Okay, I'm picking up these areas. And once again, it may be literal physical when I feel that, or it may be more energetic in the chakras area and energetic that they're trying to get to me, okay? When I'm tuning in, I do get this sense of just like this buzzing sensation all over. So I'm curious, are you feeling this energy as well? Because that's going to be an indication that indeed I have your son here wanting to make that connection too.
Not the buzzing. Usually I get the chills when I know he's around, or
You have those now. That's the
I get the
question.
chills, but
And
not
are you
I mean,
feeling
my
them?
ear rang just a couple of seconds
Okay,
ago, but
okay, because I know that there's going to be some way that helps you to validate the sensations that I'm picking up, even though they may not be exactly the same. It's like I'm tuned in and feel this buzzing, and you're getting the fullness or
feel
ring
like in my
your
ear and then
ear.
the
Okay.
chill.
Now, can you understand with Robert too that there may have been some digestive issues or something else going on in the abdominal area, or that he was just a very nervous, anxious, sensitive person?
Yeah, he was nervous.
Okay. Can you understand with yourself that you may be having some digestive or things going on?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I do feel like he's bringing that to my awareness for a reason to acknowledge it. Now, he keeps showing me this image on a sailboat or parasailing or something with a big sail. Can you understand him doing anything like that? And it may be more on sand than water, but I'm seeing almost like what I would call like a board, but it's got like a wind sail, and I see that movement happening. Do you remember him doing anything like that?
The only well, we used to do a lot of the boat rides and all that, but
Mhm.
the for the board though, he did the snowboard and he didn't do like water skiing and stuff
Okay,
like
this
that.
has actually got a sail on it. So kind of like either a sailboat, but it looks smaller, almost like, as I said, either on sand or water that the wind would catch it and that's what would make it move. So can you understand that at all with him? Okay, this may be someone else, and
Yeah.
what tends to happen is these our kids will join forces and they'll come in together. So someone else may be coming in. I knew there were a couple other people. I want to see just what else Robert wants to share with you, and he is giving me this sense of encouragement, almost this nudge, Lisa, that he doesn't want you to feel like you're wasting time. Something about wasting, and so he's saying that nothing is ever done in vain. There is nothing that is a waste of time. And I know that he wants you just to do your best always, but there's something about not feeling like time is wasted or wasting time. Okay. He does give an immense amount of love to share with you. And I also like he just wants to latch on and not let you go. So I'm
Yeah.
sure that you want to do the same, like a very long goodbye, but he doesn't want to let go and release you with that. Okay. So I
Right.
want to share that love with you, Lisa. And remember that Robert's going to come through directly for you. And he may very well come through with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man vision so that that's a sign from him. He got my attention anyway. Okay. So
All
I'm
right.
going to leave you with
Thank
that.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. So I don't see anyone taking the sailboat information, but it shows that, let's see, Denise says her son loved Spider-Man, passed unexpectedly, but doesn't look like Toby.
Okay.
He was in his late teens. Miriam is saying, we used to call my son Spidey as a joke. When he was a little boy, he climbed up to a second story floor from the outside of our hotel to get access to the room, but he was older.
Okay. So
So,
I'm curious about the height because I feel like the 5'5", as I said, it could have been acknowledging a month, the date. It could be a height, but also if that resonates with anyone, and also the athleticism, the gymnastics. I know the climbing can come into play with that, but I'm wondering if either one of those can understand that. And once again, sometimes when I see an actor, it could be the person's name, Toby, or a last name McGuire, because that's who I happen to see. I'm going to guess no one's named Spider-Man, so we don't have to look for that.
probably not.
Not.
Okay, so let's see. Jen is saying her son was born May 4th and his best friend was McGuire.
Okay.
And let's
So we do
see.
get piggybacking that goes on all the time.
Mhm.
So
That is
Yeah.
very true, Irene.
And then going back to Miriam, she's saying that he passed when he was 5'10". I guess he was 5'10",
yeah, it was 5'10".
but he did have a chronic health issue, but passed quickly and unexpectedly. So anyway, this may also be for someone who's not on the
Not
meeting.
watching. Okay. So
That's-
I've got others wanting to come in. So what I'll say now is if anything resonates with you, please receive that. And sometimes too, as we know, we think of piggybacking. I like to use the term joining forces, but we have to know they're pure love, pure energy, and they're going to do whatever they can to get that message through. So if there's different things that I said that brings about a feeling or a memory for yourself, please receive that as well. I know that image that I was seeing of the person, and it almost looks like they've got even roller skates on because they're zooming in closer to whatever mobility device. I guess that's what I could call it. But it looks like, as I said, some kind of board or sail, or even that they've got wheels on their feet and they're using that sail to move them. This person that I'm seeing now does not look like Toby Maguire. He looks, he's taller, he's muscular, he's tan, and I'm seeing him in shorts and nothing else except what's on his feet. And his hair does look a little bit longish because I do see it blowing as he's doing that. But as I said, I see muscles and tanner skin with him. And even this person, I want to put him maybe even late 20s, maybe a little bit older, but I feel that they're very young at heart and very active is how I want to describe him. So this may even think about a place, right away I want to think of California that may have that type of area that they could do that on. I'm sure maybe Florida's got beaches like that too, but I just get a sense that this is more of maybe even a California type vibe, or they were doing this in California.
So let's see if anyone is going to take it.
Yeah.
It'd be really interesting if we got a bunch that are actually going to tell us later from the
Right, exactly. So they're very active, as I said. And the other thing coming through from him, he does give me a sense that his passing was accidental. And I do get a sense that substance was involved, substance or medication. But I do feel like it perhaps was fentanyl or something else that he did not realize that he was taking. But I do feel like was not intentional, and it was something, as I said, that happened. And he does very much want to get a message through to his parents about how full his life continues to be. And if anything, I feel like he may be even showing me he's still doing this in heaven, that he's still very active with that. So if no one can understand it now, I would love to know and have someone reach out if this is your child coming through, because his exuberance, his excitement, and definitely his athleticism is apparent with what he's doing right now.
I think I know who it might be, actually. I just realized, and I'm sorry I didn't say anything
It's
earlier.
okay. It's
Um,
okay.
this could definitely be Michael's brother, and I don't like to take things for myself,
Um,
but everything that you said resonates. And
okay. So
um,
and I'm getting chills as you're saying that, Elizabeth. So I know that you can share that message with him, and I know that, if anything, he
taller,
wants
sensitive.
Michael to remember that, you know what, he's good. He's definitely good. And just once again, this feeling of even adventure is another word that I want to use with him as well. Okay. So going to,
We
uh,
have iPhone Michelle saying her son passed from fentanyl, so it might be for Michelle as well.
okay.
Do the other things that Shelly said resonate with you?
Mhm.
Maybe you could just let us know in the chat box, Michelle.
Because I know that there are a lot of children, a lot of people, unfortunately, that are affected by fentanyl, and recognizing too that they are absolutely still with us, and they want us to know that. And I feel like they're reminding us also to help to spread awareness, help to bring awareness to others too. Okay.
So she's saying earlier 30s, happy kid at heart.
Okay.
So
I have a feeling your son, Michelle, is wanting to give you that message as well, regardless if he wrote that or the description I was describing what he was doing now. I have no doubt that he's probably wanting you to receive that love as well, and to remember him, and to know that he's going to be giving you those memories to let you know that he's with you too. Okay. And that, once again, is for everyone. Your children are with you. They communicate with you regularly through giving you those thoughts and words and impressions and memories. So many memories coming in. So with that, I do have another child wanting to come through, and I have still another male. I know we're going to switch to the girls here pretty quick, but what I am seeing right now, they're bringing through a memory. And what they're showing me, kind of like a Christmas setting, I'm seeing the tree, and I'm also seeing an image of this younger male, and I want to put him how he's coming through, maybe around 10 to 12, because I'm seeing at that age where he's coming into his body, all of that, getting a little bigger, except for he's got foot pajamas on. And, maybe this is a tradition with the family, having everyone wear the same kind of pajamas, but I'm seeing him with foot pajamas. I'm seeing him with lighter hair, almost looks like it's got a little reddish tint to it, maybe a little bit reddish orange, but it's light in color. It's not dark. And he's showing me opening a box. And I feel like a family member was having fun with him, because what's inside the box is a frog, is what I'm being shown. Now, I don't want to say it's an absolute real frog. This may be a stuffed animal, or it may be a figurine. But I'm seeing him taking this box off and looking at it like, really? I got a frog. So I feel like there's some joke or some message or transition or tradition with that as well. When I tune into this young man, he's not giving me a clear indication of how he passed, but he is showing me at that other age. Keep in mind that sometimes they do pass at a later age, but they're giving a memory that's significant from that time. So I am very curious um, if anyone can understand this, because he It just gave me that image very quick, that memory very quickly, very clearly too.
Does anyone connect with this young man who in the memory is 10 to 12 with footy pajamas, reddish orange hair, opened a box and there was a frog
Frog
inside?
in it, yes.
So, does anyone
And
identify
I
with
know that's kind of an unusual memory, but I do feel like it's one of those that if it's connected to you, you will absolutely recognize it. And I don't see anyone acknowledging it.
No.
So no worries. I know that he was wanting to come in, and as we recognize, sometimes people will reach out later or they'll comment on the video later. So his message coming through, I just feel like he wants to remind his family that, that was an unforgettable memory. And, almost like because the look on his face was almost like disappointment, like this is what I'm getting. That's why I felt kind of like the white elephant jokes and things like that. But he got a frog for whatever reason. And I'm sure he thought he was going to get something else. He just gives me this sense of being well, being happy, and that he's not holding on to that time by any means, but I do feel like there's a tradition that continues with that. So I want to take note of that also. Okay. So now let's see. I do have a female. We're switching genders here. I do have a female wanting to come in, and she's coming in. She is beautiful, beautiful young lady, and I want to put her late teens, maybe early 20s. She's showing me longer blonde hair, and she's giving me this sense of passing unexpectedly, sudden unexpectedly as well. And I get this sense from her too, just this bright personality with her, this sense about even being able to sing, having a voice. And this may also mean that she was a very good communicator while she was here. And it can mean too that she's a very good communicator with her parents as well. This can also mean also that her parents, as I said, are in constant communication, or that she's come through before for others. She's showing me this image almost as if it were just a moment captured in time. There's nothing like a special occasion. She's saying, no, every moment's a special occasion. So I feel that she is reminding us that she lived life very fully. She didn't take anything for granted, and also that she's just continuing to feel very blessed. And she keeps showing me a reference of looking out on water. So I feel like there is a water connection. This feels bigger than just a lake. So this may actually be the ocean, but the waves are coming in are very slowly. It's very calm too.
So, does anyone connect with this beautiful young woman who is blonde? Okay, we have someone resonates very well. Okay,
Mhm.
so Carrie and Scott are saying 22 unexpected passing, not blonde, however. We see tons of signs. I go to the lake to connect to her, and our lake is like an ocean. Tracy's saying, my daughter had long blonde hair, unexpectedly fun and young at heart, close to both of us, not water, and she was 30. So let's see. And then iPhone is saying that it resonates very well, but iPhone is doing this in a direct message to me.
Okay.
Um,
So I do feel like the color of the hair is important. And as we know, as humans, we can wear wigs, we can change the color of our hair. But I feel like she
so
was primarily lighter color in hair because it's kind of a golden color. And to me, the sun's even shining on it to enhance the natural highlights.
So iPhone is saying unexpected 22 blonde and then yes, yes. So I think that iPhone is taking everything, but I'd love to be able to call iPhone some other name besides iPhone. I don't know how many iPhones we have, Irene. Maybe we
We just have one person that just says iPhone. Is it just
Okay.
iPhone, Elizabeth?
just iPhone, yes.
Okay, and then let's ask her and I'll change her name when we get her on. Okay, iPhone, can you unmute?
Hello.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not a she,
Oh,
it's a he.
hello. It's a combo, husband wife.
Okay, we only see one of
What's
you.
your name so we can
Yeah.
What
put
can we
your name
name
on
you?
here?
Oh, my name is Phil.
Okay.
My name's Erin.
Bill and
Okay.
Aaron. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So welcome. And
Hi.
I'm going to pin Shelly as
So
well.
can you understand all of that or some of that?
Yes.
What was
All
it?
of
that you
All of it.
All
understood?
of it.
All of it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm getting chills as soon as you said all of it.
So did I.
Daughter's first name,
Her first name is Grace.
Grace.
Grace. Okay, and did she have any other nicknames that you might have called her?
Well, yeah.
She had a nickname for her dad.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm hearing sunshine, something about sunshine too. So I just know that she was this bright light
She was.
as well. And she is. She doesn't want me to say was. She said
Yes.
present tense, please. So I just get this feeling, and I'm so glad that you spoke up because I know, obviously, that you are very connected, but it's almost like, as humans, we have moments of doubt. Like, is it really happening? So if anything, I feel like she is coming through very prominently. And as I said, I'm still getting this strong wave of energy coming through. So, like, she's just this breath of fresh air, this bright light. She's telling me to tell you both, thank you. Thank you so much. Just this huge amount of gratitude and appreciation. And she said, you're the best parents ever. Just this feeling of undeniable that there was nothing ever for her to be upset about. And I feel like in the same sense, she was like the best daughter ever. That it
Yeah,
was
she was.
like this mutual understanding too. And she keeps giving me this sense too about, she isn't far. She's never far, and you know that. She keeps showing me trees as well. So I know, nature, water, land, all of that is her element. And I just get a sense too that that's what she even wants to recognize with her heaven. That's what she chooses her heaven to be like. She keeps showing me lots of crystals, lots of rocks. So can you understand her collecting them or you collecting them? And I feel literally it's more like what I would call crystals versus rocks. I think of amethyst or aventurine or the chakra crystals, things like that.
I wore a crystal necklace last night to take our son out to dinner, but I'm not like a big collector of them. I don't think she was.
Okay. Are you starting to collect a few or have just maybe
I
even
had
a
thought
couple of them?
about it before this had actually even happened.
Yeah.
It's been
Okay.
recent.
Okay. So if anything, I'm a believer that the crystals have metaphysical properties, and
Okay.
especially when we work with them intentionally, just like my necklace here, it's got chrysoprase and rose quartz and different healing energies.
Okay.
So even as you may be guided to carry them and wear them near your heart, hold them in your hand, have them in your space. Pink rose quartz would be wonderful. It is the stone of unconditional love. And it
Okay.
just reminds us to have love, love in our heart, love in our spirit, and to feel more balanced too. She
Okay.
keeps showing me like touching both of you. So you may literally feel her touch you. And, it may feel a little freaky until you
Right.
get used to it.
Right.
But then you just know it's her way of coming in to
Okay.
your field and feeling that connection. Okay.
Okay.
She's also showing me like ripples of water. And so you could understand the water, but can you understand either like seeing the ripples, and maybe this is like throwing stones to create ripples. And it can also be when we think of every word and action creates a ripple. So
Right.
it's maybe more symbolic or metaphorical and literal, I guess, in that sense too, but it's really our intention with that.
Okay.
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 So Grace, just like her name, is
Yeah.
full of love and grace and gratitude and understanding. And I know that you both emulate that same energy as well. And she wants you to carry that forward with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And thank you for acknowledging and for being here tonight.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Beautiful.
That was wonderful. How exciting. So again, I always tell people, please send in a validation story for the newsletter. If you can do that, Phil and Aaron, that would be wonderful, with a picture of Grace as well. And thank you. So we still have a little time to keep going too.
Okay. Was there anybody else that could take most of that? And I know that the hair color was really important too.
Um,
We'll only
let's
take a few seconds just
Tracy
to.
Hamilton is saying
Mhm.
that her daughter had long blonde hair, passed unexpectedly, fun and young at heart, close to both of us, not water, and she was 30. And
Okay.
then
Streaks of
let's
blonde.
see.
Okay,
Also,
go ahead. Will you pull up that, Carrie, because they're saying that it was,
Trace, the Carrie
yeah,
or
the Carrie and Scott.
Carrie and Scott.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, because they were one of the first ones too that had acknowledged her.
I've asked them to unmute. Hi there.
Hello.
Hello. And so, Carrie, can you understand then most everything? And as we were talking about, even the hair color, was that primarily the difference with that?
Yeah, she was a red, kind of a darker redhead, but then she
Mhm.
would also blonde it a little bit. She put
Okay.
highlights in it.
Okay. But you could understand everything else as well?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me your daughter's first name, please.
Lexi.
Lexi. Okay. And can you understand with Lexi also loving big, big heart, or there was also something connected to her heart physical wise with her, having some heart health or lung health issues?
No.
Okay. Can you understand the loving big? Because I got lots of heart energies as I'm speaking.
It's funny because yes, she had a big heart, but I also
Mhm.
have I put a crystal of rose quartz heart in my bra tonight.
Ah, okay. Well, and we were just talking about rose quartz and bringing that energy in. Okay, because she was bringing my awareness to it. So she's calling you out that you got this tucked inside, helping to build that heart love energy. I'm just hearing, good job, Mom, good job. And then she's kind of red-faced, like
Yeah,
she's
me too.
spirit for you, for saying that. And I'm just saying it's all good. It's all good. We get it. When I tune into your daughter's energy, I do get this sense that she is talking about. She showed me being a mermaid, and then she showed me like being going underwater, almost as if she had a periscope or was in a submarine. So, do you have any? Right away, I'm thinking of a ride at Disney World under the sea or whatever that, and then I think of the Little Mermaid cartoon. Can you understand anything connected to mermaid, under the sea, submarine, something like that? And it's
Um,
okay to say no, but I had a flash of all of that coming in.
I mean, she looked like the Little Mermaid.
Well, that would make sense too then why she said it. It
Mhm.
looked like Ariel, the Little
Yeah.
Mermaid. Okay. And so I feel her presence, and I get this sense also for you that, there's going to be moments, snippets, because she's just showing me being very active, but at the same time that at times you feel like she's not around or that you don't feel her as strongly. Can you understand experiencing that?
Yeah.
Okay, because she says it makes you really sad and it's almost like you give up and you wonder, is it real? Is the afterlife real? Is heaven real? What is all that? So it's okay to question it because that's what humans do. But she's also giving you a reminder. She showed me ears. Now, did she have more than one piercing, or do you have more than one piercing, or is there something about even wearing like a clip-on the top of the ear? Because she just gave my awareness to acknowledge something about earrings or ears.
Well, she's had her ears pierced. I don't think she talked about getting the top done for
Mhm.
migraine. but we just got back from, sorry to say this, but from the coroner, all of her piercings.
Okay.
And there's piercings that she had on other parts of her body, like her nose and stuff.
Okay.
That just happened yesterday.
Okay. I'm just getting this energy feeling that that's what was trying to say in a roundabout way by bringing my awareness to earrings, piercings, and so on. So I have no doubt that this is even her way of saying, I know this, Mom. I was there too. And, even just this understanding that it's very tender feeling, a lot of emotions. And she's also telling me too that there is some confusion as well. So there may be that gamut of emotions that you're feeling, and it's important to feel all of that as well. She also gives me a sense about notebooks, papers, things like that. So are you in the process of just going through a box or a drawer, looking at things as well?
It's hard for me to do that, but I write to her every night.
Okay. Okay. And that's going to be healing for you. So when you write, you may even read it aloud as you write, or you just may write and then you want to pause to listen to what she wants to say to you too, because when she comes through, I feel like she's going to give you, once again, various memories, but it will almost be like if you ask her specific questions, she's going to give you a memory or a visual for you to understand that will help you to give you that answer too. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
The other thing that she's showing me right now is pulling up socks. I literally like long knee-high type socks. Was she big on funny socks or funky socks or
Yeah.
anything about socks that you can understand with her?
She loved the really fuzzy, fluffy socks that I hate.
Okay, because she's just showing me, almost like, and temperatures changing, things like that too. But I just feel like she may have worn them all the time as well. So and this
Yeah.
could be such that you get a pair and you put them on yourself too, whether they're too hot or not. That could be a way that she's wanting to recognize that.
It's
Okay.
also kind of funny because today I was actually shopping for socks.
Well, there you go. That could be what she's saying as well. It's interesting because, when they come through, once again, it's a thought, a word, a feeling, an impression. And they often will show us things that, we were doing. And the thing is if she were to tell you socks, you're like, yeah, that's what I was doing. I know this myself. But if I'm saying socks to you and you're like, wait, that's what I was shopping for today, it's different, isn't it? Because obviously you're not hearing it directly from her in that sense. So there's just a reminder of her being with you during that time. So I know that she's with you. I know she appreciates you, that she loves you very much. And I also know too that she wants you to keep picking yourself up and keep going. You got to be strong. And then she's literally showing me, Carrie, like putting oversized, huge underwear on. So that concept of big girl panties, okay? So I said it, but she's telling me you got to do it, Mom. You got to keep going.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
So I'm going to leave you with that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
That was
wonderful.
awesome.
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we might have time. I don't know how
Mhm.
long your
Yeah,
chakra.
the meditation will be short. I'm curious though, did anyone have any questions that they want to ask before I start making another connection? And keep in mind, I'm open to answering any type of question as well.
So let's see if you want to put something in the chat box. To
Do
let
it
us.
quickly. Do it quickly.
Don't see anything yet. So Shelly's saying yes, but we need to know what your question is, Shelly.
Yes. And not this Shelly, a different Shelly.
Oh, she needs help with her sign in. Okay. Not sure what that means.
Okay, and I see Jane is saying I'm not getting signs from her child. And so wanting to understand that. So I will just briefly mention, as we know, there's a wonderful affiliate group called Strictly Signs that is very helpful for helping you to heighten your awareness and to tune in. And so what we want to do is literally just that, begin tuning in more to your surroundings. You may recognize that your loved one had certain things that they just loved, and right away you'll know the signs coming in. I know rainbows are something that are beautiful signs from our loved ones, and also too just reminders of hope, a reminder of faith, and to stay strong and to keep going. So there's a lot of symbolism with a rainbow as well. Those number sequences are magnificent messages. It may be your loved one's birthday, it may be triple digits, and it also may be on a clock, it may be on a receipt, it may be on a license plate in front of you. And so this is where you're tuning in more. Also, those animal messengers. So the more that you pay attention to birds and to insects and to mammals that come into your awareness, that's very helpful. I'm reaching here for 2 books also because I believe that in addition to our loved ones giving signs, our guides and angels can too. So this is a wonderful book by Doreen Virtue called Angel Numbers 101. And in it, Doreen has channeled messages in regards to each number sequence from 0 to 999. You always want to practice discernment. So if it doesn't resonate, you don't have to receive it. But you can also Google numbers and put angel number and see what comes up. And then another favorite of mine is this book. This is Ted Andrews' Animal Speak Pocket Guide. And in it, Ted has channeled messages for different animals. So even when we think about the butterfly or the dragonfly or the cardinal or other animals coming in, the deer, I know that's a huge message for Elizabeth with the deer coming in. So you've got to be willing to receive it, especially when they're tuned in to you. The cloud formations, the pennies from heaven, your loved ones are going to communicate electronically too. They may affect your phone, they may affect your computer, they may affect the lights in your space as well. So there's so many ways that they're coming through because they're pure love and pure energy at this point.
Beautiful answer. Let's see.
Well, we still have 10 minutes, right? 12
Yeah.
minutes.
Mhm.
We have Susan asking, my sister had a soul reading for herself and my son wanted to come through. Person doing the reading said he needed help finding the light. I just want maybe you to say that none of our kids need help finding the light because
No,
obviously
can you see the
they're
look
in
on my
light.
face? You see the look, I'm cringing. So our kids are whole and perfect and love and energy. And you have to remember to practice discernment with anything, not just during readings, but with anything. And so if someone tells you something, remember it's running through their filter, their frame of reference. And sometimes their humanness gets involved with that. So you've got to really listen to your heart. Does this feel right? But your children are absolutely whole and perfect, and they're not stuck anywhere. They're not anything but love and light. So please, please keep that in mind. Okay?
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yes, and we still have time maybe for another reading if you'd like to.
Yes. Well, let's go ahead and get everyone nice and shiny because I wanted to make sure that I closed out with that. So let's all just get nice and relaxed, coming to this present moment. And if it helps you to visualize your chakras as flowers, mandalas, geometric shapes, butterflies, or beautiful orbs of light, please go with whatever visualization resonates with you personally. And when I talk about the colors, please go with the shade that resonates with you as well. So we're going to start with that root chakra located at the base of your spine. Visualize it as red and beautiful, healthy, balanced, and cleared. Breathe in the color red and exhale the color red. Know that you're safe and protected. We're moving up to the sacral chakra, your area of connection and creation. Visualize it as orange and beautiful, healthy, balanced, and cleared. Breathe in the color orange and exhale the color orange. Focus on being present so you can consciously create. We're moving up to your solar plexus. This is your power center, your gut instinct, your knowingness. Visualize it as yellow and beautiful, healthy, balanced, and cleared. Breathe in the color yellow and exhale the color yellow. Focus on being true to you as you shine your light. We're moving up to your heart chakra. This is the area where love resides. Allow your chest to expand and your heart to open fully. Allow yourself to receive the same love that you give out. Visualize it as green and beautiful, healthy, balanced, and cleared. Breathe in the color green and exhale the color green. Let love lead. We're moving up to your throat chakra. This is your voice, an area of communication. Visualize it as blue and beautiful, healthy, balanced, and cleared. Breathe in the color blue and exhale the color blue. Focus on speaking your truth and saying what you mean to say as you communicate your needs and desires to yourself and to those around you. And this includes honoring what you feel. We're moving up to your third eye. This is your area of intuitive awareness. Visualize it as purple and beautiful, healthy, balanced, and cleared. Breathe in the color purple and exhale the color purple. Trust what you see. And now we're at your crown chakra at the top of your head. This is your connection to source and all that is. Pure white light coming down into your crown. Breathing in that energy. Trust what you know. Your chakras have been cleared and balanced. Let's center your energy now. Visualize white light at your core, and then see that white light shifting to yellow as you take some conscious and empowered breaths. Focus on breathing in the energies of peace and love and ease and compassion as you release any fear and worry and doubt. And as you breathe in love again, I invite you to invite your children and other loved ones to come close to you so that you can feel their presence. Breathing in their love, feeling their love, knowing that they're with you. And in this moment, they are also showing you a memory. Allow yourself to receive it, to bask in it, to feel the emotion that you're feeling as you're embracing them. Feeling that heart to heart, soul to soul connection. Breathing in that love. And as you embrace them again, know that they will remain with you. I invite you to ground at this time, coming back into your body. Visualize your legs as tree roots going deep into the earth and a vine extending upwards, wrapping around your legs, extending upwards into your root chakra, into your sacral chakra, into your solar plexus, and resting in your heart. And then pure white light coming down into your crown, into your third eye, into your throat, and resting in your heart, grounding you to the earth below and to the light above. Know that you are loved and you are loved. And so it is.
Beautiful.
So everyone breathe in that energy once again. And as I said, as we began, do the best you can, be present, breathe consciously, stay hydrated, cocoon is needed. You've got to take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and especially energetically. Doing your best to be present and continue to recognize your loved one is with you, and they will communicate, as I said, in memories. You've got to trust when they come in throughout the day. You may think that you're the one originating the thought. However, I have a huge feeling that it's them coming in to let you know they're with you. So how is everyone feeling right now? Did you feel your loved one? Did they give you a memory? Are you feeling more balanced? That was my intention.
Yes, for me, that was
Good,
helpful.
good. Hey. So we're all basking in this peace now, aren't we? That's what we want to do. Continue to bask in it. Good. So before we begin concluding, does anyone else have a final question or comment that you want to ask? Or Elizabeth, Irene, I would love for you to
There
offer your
are
comments.
there are people saying, yes, I needed this tonight. Thank you. Calm and balanced. I
Good.
felt a whole lot of love. Thank you so much. Jane is saying thank you. And Carrie and Scott, that was great. Thank you. And Denise is saying thank you. So that was
Good.
definitely something that we all needed. Thank you. Beautiful memory that Sharon got. And then Clara is saying thank you for the peaceful meditation,
Good.
which is wonderful. So I guess that we're almost to time. So relaxing. Thank you. So maybe you could just remind everybody that all of our kids are always at these gallery readings, in spite of the fact that some of them may not come through. They're just helping the other ones who are there to come through. So
That
perhaps
is
you
absolutely true. And I will restate that as well, even knowing that we have a time that we're working with and recognizing too that your loved ones are coming through. And if they don't come through me to deliver a message to you directly, there are many messages coming through. And this is once again where you want to receive. If something resonates, that's a message for you as well. And knowing too that many once again will join forces to bring forward these messages. But remember, you have direct connection to your child as well. I know that it's nice to have a medium to make that connection for you. But once again, I encourage you to build that connection with your child, to have that time, and knowing too that they'll often come through when you're not trying so hard. I know that many of us can get to that mode of, I need you to be here now. I need you to give me a sign right now. And I remind people, would your kids do things when you really wanted them to when they were here? Not always. Sometimes they'll do it in their time frame. So just be patient, or as I like to say, be present. Be present, be grounded, feel balanced and centered, because that energy is easier to navigate versus if you're feeling confused or desperate or angry or frustrated. So we want to stay in our space of love and gratitude and allow those connections to come through as well. But they are here with you and they want you to know that. So many messages.
Thank you. That's beautiful.
Welcome.
And please remember to send me a validation story if you'd like to for the newsletter. I would love to have one. And we always ask everyone to say thank you and good evening. So if all of you would like to unmute and do so, please go ahead. And thank you so much, Shelley.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Shelley.
Shelley.
Thank
you,
you.
Shelley.
Thank
Great
you.
night.
Thank you so much.
You.
Comforting.
Thank you, everyone, for
Good night,
being here. We'll
everybody.
see you next
See you
Tuesday.
soon.
Take
Yes.
care.
Have a good
Bye,
weekend.
everyone.
Bye-bye.
Blessings.